of Nathan, the Betis centre-back. He's telling the referee he was wrong. Corner at Nottingham Forest, first one of the game. Threat from set pieces. Milenkovic has gone forward. Morata's up there. Jesus is good in the air. Gibbs White at the back post. Zinchenko is just holding the edge of the penalty area. Callum Hudson-Odoi is making a nuisance of himself in front of the goalkeeper. Corner is going to be taken by Douglas Luiz. Right-footed, in-swinger. Comes in now, heads her up. 2-1 Forest. Igor Jesus has scored. It is 2-1. Nottingham Forest turn around here in Spain. 1-0 down, 2-1 up. Igor Jesus has a brace. And Forest have gone from zeros to heroes in the space of 4 minutes here. Header from a corner. 8 yards out. Downward header. Real Betis 1. Nottingham Forest 2. Wow. Brilliant stuff for Nottingham Forest. The Forest fans going crazy. Right up in the gods, away to our right-hand side. Such a simple goal. The key to that is quality delivery from Douglas Luiz. Dead centre of the goal, 6 yards out. And Igor Jesus with a downward header. Keeper no chance. Really simple goal. Nottingham Forest lead 2-1 here in Spain. Goals galore in the opening quarter of this game. Real Betis 1, Nottingham Forest 2. A few goals to tell you about around the Europa League. Dinamo Zagreb and Fenerbahce is 1-1. Ludogorets are now 2-0 up at Malmo. Nice and Roma is still 0-0. But looks like we've got the game of the night here. It is Real Betis 1, Nottingham Forest 2. Betis shell-shocked, having gone 1-0 up in the 15th minute. 7 minutes later being 2-1 down. We'll try and build out from the back. The Celso pressured by Hudson-Odoi. Forest got the bit between their teeth now. That's not a great ball back to the goalkeeper either. The goalkeeper has to run around it to get it on his left foot. Oh, challenged by Igor Jesus is late and he's going to get a yellow card here. I said the Forest had the bit between the teeth. They were going for the high press. You can see what they were trying. A little bit of over-enthusiasm from Igor Jesus. And as Nathan cleared the ball up the line. Yeah, it is a late challenge. That is absolutely a correct decision. And Igor Jesus can now add a yellow card to his 2 goals. Second booking of the night after Morgan Gibbs White went into the book early on. Nathan has stayed down here. The number 4 for Real Betis. Getting a little bit of treatment down in front of us by the left-hand corner flag. I think the Forest fans will have enjoyed what they've seen now in the first 25 minutes of this, their first European game for 29 years. It's been a long time coming. Nathan looks like he's going to be okay. He's up to his feet. No further action. A couple of the Betis players were just asking the referee maybe if there'd be a further VAR check, but not necessary. I think the yellow card was the correct decision. And we are back underway here. Ball is on the left-hand side. Nico Williams goes in tight on Abdi El Alzouli, but emerges with the ball down the left-hand side. Alzouli has a little run at Milenkovic. Milenkovic wasn't for passing on that occasion. Gibbs White does well to bring the ball away, and it's good centre-forward play from Igor Jesus. Loose pass now then, though, and Betis are inside the penalty area with Mukumbu. Mukumbu tried to drop the ball off in the region of Lo Celso, Lo Celso couldn't get there, and Lo Celso will foul Milenkovic. And it's just got a little bit scrappy here, 3 or 4 fouls in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Elliot Anderson it was, doing the tidying up for Nottingham Forest in the corner of his own penalty area. Forest have responded really well to going 1-0 down here in this situation. Free kick to Forest. Matt Sells sends his defenders away so he can take the kick. Long right-footed Igor Jesus wins the header. There was no Forest player got beyond him there. And Junior Firpo tosses the ball up towards El Abdi. Better play that from Betis. El Abdi. Nico Williams for company. Back to Firpo. Lo Celso. Lo Celso has to come across to Neytoun. And he spreads the ball wide to Ortiz to Anthony. Anthony trying to get forward. Anthony comes back inside. Good disciplined defending from Nottingham Forest. Solid 4-4-2 there. All behind the ball. Lo Celso into the feet of Junior Firpo. That's good. Amrabat maybe went the wrong way. Amrabat drops it off to Altamira. Betis just moving Forest round inside their own half of the pitch. Neytoun goes wide. Altamira again. Junior Firpo back to Lo Celso. Again, good pressure from Forest. Sends Betis all the way back to the halfway line. Neytoun to Anthony. Anthony has Angel Gomez on the overlap. Anthony slows it down. Now comes in field. Big switch across to the far side to El Abdi. El Abdi running at Morgan Gibbs White. Comes inside. Again, they have to go back to Altamira. Into the feet of El Abdi. Gibbs White's in with a challenge quickly. El Abdi does well. Beats one, beats two. Finds Anthony. Anthony goes wide to Lo Celso. Back to Anthony. This is better from Betis. Anthony steps inside. Cross to the far post is overhit. There's nobody there. Nico Williams happy to shepherd it behind for a goal kick to Nottingham Forest, as we have just about played half an hour here at La Cartujo. It's Real Betis 1, Nottingham Forest 2. Europa League match day 1. Full 90-minute commentary from the beautiful city of Seville. And we've seen 3 goals in the first half an hour. Betis led after 15 minutes through Cedric Bakambu. But 2 goals from Igor Jesus, 17 and 22 minutes, with the almost instant turnaround for Forest, who leads 2-1. Forest on the attack through Zinchenko. Zinchenko does well, drops the ball off to Hudson-Odoi. Nice little back heel to Anderson. This is good. Elliot Anderson, great ball into the back post. Might drop to Jesus. Shoots, it's blocked. Still bouncing around the penalty area. Jesus keeps it alive. Sangare. Elliot Anderson. Wide left for Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi's going to run at Amrabat. Beats him. Poor cross. It's going to come out to Anderson. Anderson drops the shoulder. Beats one. Beats Simerton at the near post. Chance for Jesus. Smuggled away by the defender. Forest still on the attack. Sangare, Douglas Luiz, Zinchenko. Wide to Hudson-Odoi again. Betis are wobbling here. Down the line to Zinchenko. Zinchenko sits his man down. Douglas Luiz shoots. Deflection, corner kick. Great bit of play from Nottingham Forest. Jesus was nearly in for his hat-trick. Elliot Anderson, lovely feet work. He sent 2 Betis defenders to the shops. And as he pulled the ball back from around about 4 yards out, Jesus did make first contact. Tell you what, it's a great challenge at the near post from Valentin Gomez, the Argentinian, to stop Jesus getting his hat-trick. Corner to Forest, right-hand side. Big defenders are forward again. Forest can smell a little bit of blood here. Right hand is in the air. Corner's taken by Zinchenko. Scored from the last one. They've scored. No, they haven't. They've hit the post. How has that not gone in? Still alive. Anderson into the penalty area. Shot is blocked. Hudson-Odoi. Sangare. I can't believe that hasn't gone in. Sangare's recycled it to Nico Williams. The ball's still alive on the far side with Zinchenko. I need to see that again. That was wild. Douglas Luiz steps inside. Long right-footed pass to Hudson-Odoi. There's time and space everywhere for Forest here. Hudson-Odoi's come inside to Sangare. To Williams. Williams to Gibbs-White. Back to Williams inside the penalty area. It's cut back. It's right across the face of the goal. Again, Forest can't turn it in. Elliot Anderson, 8 yards out. Pings it back to Zinchenko. Zinchenko's shot is blocked. It's going to be another corner. Let's have a look at that again. Oh my days. Zinchenko's initial corner was missed by absolutely everybody. And it's dropped to Callum Hudson-Odoi, 2 yards out, who stuck a leg out. It's hit his left foot and rolled against the post. Oh, that was harder to miss. Wow. Forest still on the attack. Anderson tries to find Zinchenko. It's going to be another throw into Nottingham Forest. Betis cannot get out of their own half. Completely hemmed in at the moment. Morata. And now Betis can try and get out as Morata has gone all the way back to his goalkeeper. He's gone long to Gibbs-White. Oh, great touch from Gibbs-White now then. Gibbs-White's trying to run Firpo. He had to go the long way round. Oh, Junior Firpo got a little bit lucky there. He knew he was done for pace. He just got in front of Gibbs-White. Referee wasn't buying it. 8 attempts at goal Forest have had. To Betis' 1 in this first half so far. 11 to go till half time. Forest can smell a third goal here. Hudson-Odoi runs at his man and beats him. Hudson-Odoi, Anderson, time and space again. Douglas Luiz. Nico Williams goes down the outside, cuts it back. Oh, great save. Igor Jesus again, this time from 8 yards. Right-footed shot. He's saved by Pau Lopez. 2 really good chances Jesus has had to get his hat-trick goal here. Oh, Forest are going to rue these missed chances. Something has to go in. They lead 2-1. But since the second goal, they've had 3 really good opportunities to add a third here. Forest have the ball back with Sangare. Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White with a big switch to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi. He's got the beating of this defender here. He's trying to go past Gomez. Gomez challenges him. The ball ricochets back off the legs of Hudson-Odoi. And out for a goal kick to Real Betis. Just seeing a few pictures of a Elliot Anderson challenge on a Betis player where there was a little bit of a forearm used by the Forest number 8. No further action is being taken. Betis have the ball with their centre-back, Natun, who goes to Altamira, who goes to Valentin Gomez. Gomez to Amrabat. Amrabat tries to come forward. Finds Altamira. Altamira goes left to Gomez. Gomez plays the ball into El Abdi. El Abdi does well. Good first touch. Back to Altamira inside the Forest half. Betis just trying to cultivate a little bit of possession here. Being absolutely reeling for the last 10 minutes. The ball is wide right now with Anthony. Anthony runs it. Hudson-Odoi beats him. Anthony head down. Ball to the edge of the box. It's going to drop to Altamira. Thinks about the shot. Good feet work originally. Then loses the ball to Gibbs-White. And Elliot Anderson is fouled as Sufyan Amrabat dived in with the tackle. And Nottingham Forest will have a free kick about 10 yards outside their penalty area. 37 minutes on the clock here as Real Betis 1, Nottingham Forest 2. If anyone has just joined us, it's been a load of fun. Cedric Bakambu put Betis in front after 15. But 2 goals in 5 minutes from Igor Jesus for Nottingham Forest has them 2-1 in front. In truth, Forest could have added a third or even a fourth. Jesus has had 2 good chances. And Callum Hudson-Odoi somehow contrived to not finish when the ball landed at his feet 2 yards out from a Zinchenko corner. Jesus is challenged in the air by Nathan. And that will be a free kick to Nottingham Forest in front of the Forest technical area. Zinchenko has the ball in hand. Jesus comes short. Jesus gets the ball. Bit of a loose pass, sends Marato scampering back towards his own goal. Gives it to Matt Sells. Matt Sells to Nico Williams. Nico Williams twists and turns and tries to send the ball up the right hand side to Milenkovic, but overdoes it. Real Betis throw it. Quickly taken infield to Altamira. Altamira into the centre circle and Amrabat. Anthony comes forward, right hand side, 30 yards out, plays inside to Gomez, goes for the little 1-2. Zinchenko read that, does well, good defending from the Ukrainian, and Elliot Anderson does really well, brings the ball away. Unbelievable few from Elliot Anderson, that's quality. Into Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz has Nico Williams on the right hand side. Gibbs White makes the run wide. Williams comes inside to Luiz. Options both sides for the Brazilian. Douglas Luiz. Back to Marato, to Zinchenko. Forest holding on to possession now. Inside the Betis half. Sangare. Left hand side, Luiz. Elliot Anderson can turn. Finds Zinchenko. Zinchenko goes to the feet of Morgan Gibbs White. Gibbs White has the overlapping run from Williams. Williams picks it out. He's got near post to Gibbs White. Overhit it by a yard. It's another chance for Nottingham Forest. Again, could easily have been 3-1 up. And this time, Betis break quickly through El Abdi. El Abdi into the feet of Bakambu. Bakambu files to Celso. Betis have got men forward here. And Elliot Anderson with a tactical foul just to slow down and disrupt that Real Betis attack. Elliot Anderson's gone down as well, I think, just to take the sting out of this further. He's holding his midriff, so maybe he got an arm or something in his ribs. End-to-end stuff here at La Cartujo, where Nottingham Forest lead Real Betis by 2-1. Freiburg have taken the lead against Bâle. First goal of the game there. Ludogorets still 2-1 up, and Zagreb 1, Fenerbahce 1. Ball is played forward into the penalty area from the free kick. Netune wins the header down, and with Cedric Bakambu sniffing around, the ball has gone out for a goal kick to Nottingham Forest. Less than 5 minutes to go till half time here. Betis 1, Nottingham Forest 2. Manuel Pellegrini sitting in his dugout, pensive look on his face. The referee, Matt Sells has come out to chat to the referee about something, and we're being told by VR there's a potential penalty check here. I don't know what that's for, and obviously it couldn't have been that important, because now the check is over and there's no penalty given. I know UEFA do like a dodgy handball. Maybe that's what it was for, but nothing doing anyway. Forest have the game back underway and are on the attack with Elliot Anderson. You have a 4-on-4. Jesus is taken down off the ball wide. Anderson finds Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Callum Hudson-Odoi was 1 offside, and then 2 cut the neck off his shot into the side netting of Pau Lopez's goal. Hudson-Odoi's made a right mess of that. It's gone too early and then messed his shot up. That was a good chance for Forest as well. Good break. Valentin Gomez in possession for Betis. Wide this side to Angel Ortiz. And over the halfway line, Amrabat finds Anthony, finds Lo Celso. Good running from Anthony inside the penalty area, right hand side. Goes near post. Sangare is in with the challenge. Elliot Anderson completes the clearance. Ball is picked up by Amrabat. Betis looking for a leveller before half time. Lo Celso. Makumbu makes a run. Ortiz inside to Anthony. Ortiz back to Lo Celso. Lo Celso drifts in field. Bakumbu has come short. Nice little 1-2. And Elliot Anderson, who else, is in with a challenge on the edge of the box, and the ball squirts back to Matt Sells in goal for Forest. It looks like there's about 5 Elliot Andersons on the pitch here. If there's a defensive intervention to be made, it's Anderson. When Forest come forward, it's Anderson. When the ball breaks to anyone, Anderson's first there. By the way, his performances have not escaped the eyes of many so far this season. Senior international duties for Elliot Anderson this year already. Over halfway come Betis with Ortiz. Ortiz, that's a good looking ball for Anthony. Anthony does well originally, and then it's great defending from Morato. Morato gets in front of Anthony, and the referee's given a corner here to Betis. Anthony behind that goal, just trying to get a bit of a extra noise out of the Betis supporters behind that right hand goal. And as we approach the last 90 seconds of the first half, Betis will have their first corner of the game on the right hand side. Anthony's gone across to swing it in with his left foot. Anthony, cross comes in, it's in the middle of the box, cleared by Morato. Altamira. Anthony back to Lo Celso. Lo Celso steps inside. Lo Celso, good looking ball, and this time Morato swings a left leg at it, and it's high up over his own crossbar for another corner. Lovely shape on that cross from Giovanni Lo Celso. He's a real technician in there, is the Argentinian midfielder. Man down in the penalty area here is Netoon. I think he's trying to hoodwink the officials that he was impeded in some way. Lo Celso is across to take the corner. Anthony's at the apex of the penalty area, should Betis want to go short with this. Lo Celso has gone short to Anthony again. Back to Lo Celso. Lo Celso, good ball in, but underneath the crossbar. Matt Sells is under no pressure as he claims the ball. And the big Belgian, as the clock ticks past 45 minutes, rolls the ball out actually to Morato. Not sure he wanted it there. Milenkovic has found Nico Williams. Sangare, Gibbs White. Sangare has to head it clear. Forest have kind of got away with that, although Betis have regained possession inside the Forest half with Altamira. Altamira to Anthony. The man in space is this side. It's gone inside to Bakambu. Bakambu in the penalty area. Twists and turns away from Milenkovic. Tries the back heel. Zinchenko had read that. Zinchenko clears left foot. Forest can break here. Potential 2-on-1. Hudson-Odoi. Jesus has got the wrong side of the defender. Hudson-Odoi is carrying the ball. Great defending from Netoon. Does really well to hold up Callum Hudson-Odoi. And then we see a few tackles flying in. The original tackle, that's a really odd situation. Betis have won the free kick for the first tackle. And even though the game has then been stopped, Netoon has flown into the second challenge. So the first challenge is a foul on Anthony. And then as Elliot Anderson brings the ball away, Netoon is already committed to the second tackle. So although Sociedad have a free kick, Netoon is going to be the third player of the evening on a yellow card. He joins Morgan Gibbs White and the 2-goal hero Igor Jesus in the referee's notebook. We are 3/4 of the way through, 2 minutes of added time here. Forest lead 2-1. Ball is switched wide left by Lo Celso to Junior Firpo. Firpo to Altamira. Altamira goes for a run down the left-hand channel and runs the ball straight out of play for a Nottingham Forest throw-in. By my calculations, that is going to be that for the first half. The first half where Nottingham Forest and Ange Postecoglou will be absolutely delighted. Indeed, German referee blows his whistle. It is half-time. Looked like it was going to be a long night for Nottingham Forest. Cedric Bakambu put Betis in front 15 minutes in. Rising right-footed shot from about 14 yards out. But in the space of 5 minutes, Forest turned it around with 2 goals from Igor Jesus. The first one, really nice 4-man move from Nottingham Forest. Morgan Gibbs-White slid the ball across the face of goal for Jesus to tap in. And then 5 minutes later, header from a corner. Jesus, simple, 6 yards out. Downward header, and Forest were in front. Forest have absolutely torn Betis asunder since then. Jesus could have had 2 more. Hudson-Odoi somehow hasn't scored from 2 yards out. He then had another chance. So, all to play for in the second half. Hopefully, more goals. Come back and join us for full second half commentary of this Europa League match day 1 game, where at half time it is Real Betis 1, Nottingham Forest 2.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.